what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Happy Monday. This is a live look at the Eagle County Regional Airport, and I just got an alert from EC Alerts. There's a road incident near mile marker 147. That's between Eagle and Walcott. The left lane is currently blocked, so there will be some delays in that area this morning. And good morning, I'm Ashley Pearl. I'll be your host here in the studio for the next 2 hours. We'll be live with you until 9 a.m. And we also have Chris Armistead up on the mountain. He'll be showing us those first chair conditions. And speaking of those conditions, if you haven't had a chance to get out and explore Vail, man, do they have so much great terrain that's open. And did you know that they've been grooming 30% more of their terrain, including the back bowls? So if you happen to, let's say you're an intermediate skier or rider and you're thinking, oh, that's a little bit too intimidating for me, not to worry. You can actually get back there because of those groomers, because they make it easy for you to get out and explore areas that you might otherwise be too intimidated to try. And you know, the grooming in Vail has a long history. Did you know that back before groomers, the machines existed, they would give people a season pass for going out and shoveling where, you know, the moguls would form. They'd shovel off the top, they'd like pack it in, and then they'd step down on their skis, and that was grooming, and that's how they got their passes. So exciting to see how much has changed, and obviously that corduroy is so spectacular these days. And you know, something else that's coming up next week in Vail is Oakley Week. And if you've never tried Oakley's before, obviously they're a worldwide known brand, but you know, for good reason, because their products are excellent. So they'll have some demo options, which this is so cool. I mean, I think we're used to being able to ski and snowboard on equipment before we buy it, but now you have an opportunity to try the goggles before you buy them. I don't know of anybody else that does this. This is really exciting. And then there's going to be the après mixer. There's a social media scavenger hunt, so you could win some really cool prizes from Oakley, and that's going to be starting on the 9th. Actually, I'm sorry, this is going on Thursday through this weekend. But let's send things up to Chris and find out how those conditions are looking first thing this morning.
Hey everyone, welcome to the base of Beaver Creek. The Centennial Chairlift is behind me. I'm just getting ready to get rolling on first chair. Super happy to be here on first chair. It's basically like not working when you're here, ready to take a few turns. And if you see behind me, some of the employees are getting ready to go. Let's talk about what Beaver Creek has going on actually just a bit this way. It is winter wine excursions. We're going to talk a little bit more about it later, but just a great event. If you're a snowshoer, you can get up just behind me on Strawberry Park and you access the Nordic Center there, and it's a great wine excursion for $200, really great price, and it builds up your energy going around McCoy Park on a snowshoe, and then you come down in the afternoon and go over to the Fireside Grill at the Osprey Hotel, where the executive chef Ryan Murray gives you some delicious charcuterie, wine, and cheese pairings. I mean, just an amazing setup and just a great way to just enjoy your day. And another event coming up on January 9th at the Villar Center here in Beaver Creek is the Dallas String Quartet. This is an amazing string quartet that combines electric and rock. So it's billed as Bach meets Bon Jovi, if you can imagine that. And that's the Dallas String Quartet on January 9th. I mean, that just sounds incredible. They've even covered Guns N' Roses, and just some amazing feedback on that. So look up Dallas String Quartet. And we are also giving away 2 tickets to that later today in the show. So if you want to watch later for one of 2 watch and wins, we are giving away 2 tickets to that Dallas String Quartet show on January 9th. Super awesome if you can go and get with that and win those tickets. We also have Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue later in the studio with Ashley, talking everything mountain safety. And just coming up, we have a weather report.
For over 60 years, Warren Miller has captured the spirit of the mountains and the culture of snow sports. Tune in to TV8 Daily at 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. for timeless Warren Miller films presented by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
I have Tegan Davis here with me with the Eagle Valley Library District, and the library is no longer just about books. You guys have a whole digital experience.
We do. So you can hop online through our website, evld.org, and you can check out ebooks, audiobooks. We also have digital magazines. We have digital music that you can download. You can download up to 5 songs a week that you get to keep, and it's the whole Sony music collection, so there's a lot of music there. We also have our streaming channels, which is Acorn TV, which is all British dramas, movies, and then we also have great courses. So if you want to step up your game, learn a little bit, we have great courses that you can stream, as well as our Spanish novella channel, so you can watch a bunch of Spanish dramas. And then we also have Tumble Books, which is for little kids to experience books online as well that are animated, and they can also work on their reading skills.
That is fantastic. Go check it out at the Eagle Valley Library District.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
As the region's most preferred orthopedic practice, we specialize in keeping you active and getting you back to the things you love. The physicians at Vail Summit Orthopedics will take care of all your orthopedic needs from head to toe.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Oakley, the official eyewear, goggle, and helmet sponsor of Vail Resorts.
A relatively warm start to our Monday morning compared to where we were this time last Monday morning, which was well below zero. So temperatures today will be reaching into the upper teens, and we are expecting to see maybe a little bit of snowfall, especially in the northern mountains. So, north of I-70, we could see anywhere between about 1 to 5 inches today. But for our area, only about a 20% chance of seeing that actually happen. So expect cloudy skies this morning, and then later on this afternoon and this evening, kind of fading into partly cloudy skies. And speaking of this evening, we'll see that low right around 8 degrees. And can we also just note that sunset? 4:56 p.m. We are so close to getting back into that 5 o'clock hour. I'm so excited to see these longer days. And for our conditions, if you're heading out on the mountain like Chris is today, again, mid-mountain we'll be seeing those temperatures in the teens, and we could potentially see up to about an inch of snow. We're really not expecting much accumulation, at least for today. But as we head into the rest of the week, we do have snow in the forecast. For tomorrow, we'll continue to see that sunshine, temperatures in the 30s, also Wednesday, and then Wednesday night into Thursday, into Friday, into Saturday, we have a good chance of seeing that snow really staying with us for the end of the week into the weekend. And look at that temperature on Friday, only a high of 16 degrees with those temperatures overnight dropping again below zero. So gotta love that variation in the forecast. And again, Oakley Week taking place over in Vail starting on Thursday, the 9th through the 12th. And this weather is all brought to you by Oakley. Up next, Chris has a look at your mountain conditions.
This resort report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail. Follow us on Facebook for live interviews and mountain reports.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the base of Beaver Creek. I'm just next to the Centennial Chairlift and just talking everything about the Vail and Beaver Creek conditions that we have currently as we are at the first Monday of 2020. So if you've made it through your holiday season, congrats on that everyone. Vail is looking outstanding. Vail is at 94% of their current snow totals, it's a little over 100% of the season average. I'm sorry, it's actually, yeah, 94% is the accurate level. 184 of 150, I'm sorry, 184 of 190 total trails open, and almost all of their chairlifts are running. It's just been outstanding. We've had great snowfall from last week, great packed powder conditions today. Temps are in the teens, but it'll feel warmer as the sun comes up. We don't really have a cloud in the sky over here. All over the U.S. and especially here locally to get all of your info. There's just someone right here behind me about to go skinning up and earn their turns before the lifts are even running. So that's just another great way of accessing the mountain if you get up nice and early. The early bird gets the worm, they say. We have Dan Smith on the way soon with Vail Mountain Rescue, talking with Ashley about everything mountain safety, and if you're ever going in the side country or the back country, any of the gear you would want to have and bring with you. Always make sure, especially if you have the chance to get an AVI certification, there's an AVI 1, 2, or 3. You can always be much more advanced and much more knowledgeable about the terrain you're accessing, and always go with very knowledgeable partners and friends. So just a little bit with Dan Smith coming up soon.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, outfitters of Vail Resorts professionals. Visit them in Lion's Head to get outfitted for your day on the mountain.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
Vail and Espanol magazine. Write your success story. 100 elegantly printed pages will show your product in a massive but personalized way to allow your business to grow in a preferred and exclusive brand. Advertise in Vail and Espanol magazine, a window to the world with a Latin taste.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
I always love Mondays, and a very big reason why is sitting next to me right now. This is Dan Smith from Friends of Mountain Rescue, and every time that Dan comes into the studio, I mean, it's like welcoming one of our own family members, and then we always get to hear fascinating stories from Dan because, you know, he works with Friends of Mountain Rescue, and, you know, mountain rescue always lends itself to interesting things.
Yes, it does.
So, okay, Dan. Topic of the week. It's brand new year, brand new decade. Yep. People are getting a little adventurous out there when it comes to getting off of our resorts, maybe not in traditional ways.
Yes, there are non-traditional ways. I mean, you can ski down the front of the mountain, you can ride the gondola down, or there are other ways. There are trails that go off the mountain through the backcountry gates. This is perfectly legitimate, perfectly acceptable. You're a citizen of the United States, it's your land, you're entitled to access it. But people somehow think that that's this thing called side country. There isn't any such thing called side country. There's a rope out there. Inside the rope, you've got avalanche control, you got ski patrollers skiing by, you've got mountain hosts skiing by, you got safety skiing by, you got a lot of support system. Outside the rope, you got nothing. There's no avalanche control. Nobody's out there skiing around patrolling looking for you to get in trouble. We're trying to help you if you do get in trouble. If you get in trouble, you're in the 911 system, you're eventually going to get mountain rescue. And at almost any mountain, there's a mountain rescue team in that county that's going to be handling it. But it's going to take a while. And it's probably not going to be the conditions you're used to. If you're skiing around the mountain, you ski, you get cold, you go in and get a coffee. You go back out, ski a little more, and you go in and get a hot chocolate. And then if you're not working, which I'm almost never not working when I'm on the mountain, you ski in and get about that much schnapps or whatever, you know.
Right.
But when you're outside the boundary of the area,
there's no schnapps.
There's no, well, unless you're carrying it, then that's not the best idea. You're not dressed for it.
Right.
Do you have a map of that trail on you? Probably not. Do you have a compass or a GPS on you? Well, unless you're me, no. I tend not to leave my door without those. You're in a totally different world. And if you get in trouble out there, it's going to be long by the time we get you. If the mountain shuts down at 3:30-ish and you go out the Minturn Mile Gate or go into Lime Creek, which is even more fun because you're not skiing to Minturn, you're skiing to Red Cliff. You get out there and now it's 3 o'clock, 4, 5, you've made a mistake, you've turned the wrong way. Now it's dark. You don't have a headlamp because you never think to ski the mountain with a headlamp.
Right.
Some of us do. Those of us that have had to ski off the mountain in the dark are never there without a headlamp. You only have to do that one time, and then you always carry a headlamp. You probably aren't carrying any water, so you're getting very thirsty. You're probably not dressed in enough layers. You might have 2 thick ones instead of 5 thin ones. So you can't peel off, put on, regulate your body temperature, so you're sweating. When you sweat and it runs down into your ski boots, your feet freeze. In one instance, there's one long ago where it was all overnight that someone spent their time above the gun range down in Minturn. And that gets real cold. And do you have matches? Well, if you're, you know, the cessation of smoking is a very good idea from a public health standpoint, but it also means you're not carrying matches. So you have no way to light a fire. And there is one place out there that's called $11 Ridge because the guy had 11 $1 bills, and that's what he used to build a fire. What would have happened if he had 11 hundreds?
Wow.
Hundreds and ones burn just about at the same rate.
Oh my gosh. Okay. See what I'm talking about? Monday. It's what Dan said. Okay. We still have more to talk about. We're just kind of getting things started here in the studio. But right now we're going to send things back over to Chris. We got to find out what's happening with that weather. And we do have some snow in the forecast. So we're going to send things out with Chris, and then we will be back with more from Dan Smith.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Boost Oxygen. Don't let altitude ruin your Rocky Mountain experience. Help is here.
Hey everyone, we're just looking at the Beaver Creek Golf Course and the Elkhorn chairlift. That's one of the kind of side chairlifts that not everyone always accesses, and it's just a great one that's almost rarely ever showing with a lift line. So if you ever want to go to a kind of great little side chairlift, Elkhorn chairlift is the best, and that Beaver Creek Golf Course is beautiful, especially in the summer if you get a chance to get up there and take a few laps and hit the sticks. Just want to say thank you to Boost Oxygen for sponsoring this weather report, and let's give you some info on that. It's going to be a high of 10 degrees today and partly cloudy, although there aren't too many clouds in the sky here in Beaver Creek, and then turning into again, some more partly cloudy weather in the afternoon. Only a low of 8 degrees tonight, so just be advised, and a sunset of just before 5 p.m., so it will be chilly tonight. Looking at our I-70 corridor, the temps are outstanding here in Eagle County. It's 30 degrees in Eagle, 25 in Avon, 25 in Vail, and Denver's the big sunny winter with just below 50-degree weather, 48 degrees. Across our resorts, Breck, Keystone, and Copper, and Vail, temps are in the teens today. Not a ton of new snowfall overnight. Our 5-day forecast is looking beautiful. We have sunny weather into Tuesday and Wednesday, and the temps will start to rise into the 20s and the low 30s. And then we've got some snow coming back our way by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with some good chances of accumulation. Nothing in the major levels of accumulation, so probably in the 1 to 3 inch forecast. But again, that's always nice to have a good little reset. We have more with Dan Smith just in a bit from Vail Mountain Rescue.
This road report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, now also on Colorado's K3 Channel 3 statewide.
Hey everyone, let's talk everything we can give you about the road report today. So the I-70 corridor between Eagle County down to Denver is looking clear right now. We have some snowy and icy and wet conditions though, so just be advised. I'm showing on cotrip.org that there are 16-minute delays in the area from Eagle County down to Summit County and to the Eisenhower and Johnson tunnels. No accidents to report right now, But again, there is some icy and wet conditions between here and the tunnels, so just be advised. If you stayed that extra day and you have your flights out of DIA, you shouldn't have too many traffic problems down to Denver, but just be advised about that 16-minute delay. And once you get past Idaho Springs and you're in the Denver area, the roads are looking clear on I-70. So again, you should have plenty of easy driving as you approach anything to Denver, and as well if you're heading west towards Glenwood, there are no bad road issues to report. Again, we have Dan Smith in the studio talking everything Vail Mountain Rescue and just giving you all your gear needs if you're going in the side country and the back country.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
Our world is constantly changing, but the joys of winter are eternal. This fall, celebrate the official kickoff to winter with Warren Miller's 70th anniversary film, Timeless, presented by Volkswagen. Explore British Columbia, Colorado, France, Austria, Switzerland, and more, alongside legendary ski icons like Glenn Flake. It's not just a movie, it's an experience 70 years in the making. Find a show near you at warrenmiller.com.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
Get ready for a thoroughly captivating experience. Live on stage, An American in Paris. Based on the 1951 MGM classic, with a score that is pure Gershwin, a story that is pure romance. It's an extravaganza of song and dance. Don't miss An American in Paris.
Ready to hit the slopes? Buying or renting the right gear can make or break your trip. Luckily, Outdoor Divas, the nation's first women's-specific ski shop, is your expert in women's ski equipment. Our specialized staff has been making women and vacations happy since 2002 with comfortable fit solutions for every shape and size. Swing by our friendly ski boutique and let us outfit your vacation with the best gear, geared just for you.
I'm sorry. I'm having way too much fun with Dan Smith. It's Monday. We have Dan Smith from Friends of Mountain Rescue. If you're just joining us, we're continuing our conversation about staying safe in the backcountry. And okay, Dan, so earlier we were talking just kind of about the setup of what happens. You know, you decide to maybe take a different route off the mountain than just going down the gondola or going down to the base area. And a lot of people do this. This is a backcountry situation. And sometimes, you know, it can be a good scenario.
It can be.
In what cases is it actually a good scenario?
If you're with somebody who's done that route before.
Okay.
The Minturn Mile is a tricky route. It's got a couple of turns that you have to make, and there are no signs back there. There's nothing that says, you know, Minturn Mile this way, edge of the world that way. There's nothing like that back there. If you try and come out to Elk Creek, you come out the bottom of 5 and just keep going. There's a big sign back there that I think it says, "Abandon hope, all ye who enter here." But it's at the bottom of comforting. 5. And once you're into 2 Elk, it's almost flat. There's not a lot of drop, and it's about as wide as a single track bike trail. Ooh. So and it's fairly long, and that can get real interesting. But if there's somebody that's done it, or Lime Creek, or if Stone Creek here on Beaver Creek, or there's a couple of routes off into Lake Creek that come off Beaver Creek, it can be a good experience. But you've got to go with somebody who knows what he's doing, and you've got to have the right gear.
Well, and something else that, I think is also interesting to point out to you that, I snowboard, right? And some of the routes that I find the most challenging, right, is anything that's going to be flat for a long period of time. So if there are some of those flat sections, when you get back there, and let's say it's been a lot of fresh snow,
you've got a problem.
Yeah, that's going to be
I've seen
challenging.
people sit on their board and paddle with their hands. It probably works, but not for very long.
Right.
Split boards, which is a board that comes apart and you put climbing skins on, work, but most people who use them in the backcountry use them once or twice or 3 times, say, this is a really bad idea. I'm going to go get a pair of AT skis or rent a pair of AT skis, because you're going to wind up going uphill a little bit. And if you've got skis and skins, you're going to do a lot better than a snowboard with skins. There are things that look, and here's the backcountry gate. You don't see the signs with the skull and crossbones on them that are sitting there. Boy, look at that, it's a powder field. Let's go do that. Fine, but at the other end, there's no way out.
Right.
You have to know the terrain, and it's much harder than knowing the terrain. Hiking, you've got trails, and yeah, you can get on a wrong trail, or you can get on a goat path or something. But the pitch doesn't usually matter that much to you. The pitch matters tremendously in skiing. If you're on a snowboard, please don't be with people who are on skis, because they're going to leave you behind, and that's never good.
So, okay. Let's say, all right, I've got a friend that is really experienced. We both have, advanced skills on the mountain. And then what would be another thing to do before we decide to head off into the backcountry?
Check with patrol.
Okay.
Go in, check with patrol. Hey, we've both done it before. We're good skiers. We're good riders. We'd like to go out the Minturn Mile. Is there any problem today? Or we'd like to go Lime Creek to Red Cliff. Is there any problem today? They'll give you the latest. They know. And, and listen to them. If they say, well, yeah, how many times you done it? Well, I did it once 5 years ago. Today wouldn't be the day. Listen to them. These guys make their living on that mountain. They know the snow. They know the conditions. They know the trails. Don't go in and say, oh, yeah, you're just trying to keep me off there because you want to do it yourself. No, that's not the rule. That runs closed because it's my private powder stash. No, it's not. That's not the way it works.
No. Well,
but listen to patrol.
So, well, I like to listen to Dan Smith. You're going to be back next Monday, right?
I will be.
Okay. It's not a Monday without you.
Well, we try.
So, well, and if people want to learn more information about Mountain Rescue,
ValeMountainRescue.org.
ValeMountainRescue.org. Okay. ValeMountainRescue.org. Go check out that website. We have an amazing group of volunteers that will help you out if you get into a bind into the backcountry. And we're going to send things back out with Chris on the mountain to find out what's happening with those conditions.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
All right, everyone, we're looking at a shot of Beaver Creek shot from our patio. Just an amazing look at Beaver Creek from down in the Avon area. And I'm giving you guys some shots here from the gondola of Centennial as we are just climbing near the top of the mountain here, or just up to the edge of Spruce Saddle, I should say. As you can see, that cloud cover is out there at the edge of the hills over here. And the temps are going to be 10 degrees at 8 a.m. with a high of 19 degrees, a low of 8 degrees tonight. So that sunset will be just before 5 o'clock. Make sure you bundle up today if you're getting on the mountain and stay warm. Again, it just looks like a beautiful sunrise here. And coming up, we have just another bit of the interview with Dan Smith, and as well, Ashley's giving us the UV forecast.
This UV forecast is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts.
Okay, so talking with Dan Smith about staying safe in the backcountry, you know, obviously you want to go with a friend, you want to be knowledgeable. Something else that you always want to have with you too is some sunscreen. And Supergoop you'll find all over our mountains, all over the valley, because they use such incredible ingredients in their product, and they have some really inventive products. Like for instance, this is sunscreen mist. It's antioxidant infused. It also has vitamin C, and it's broad spectrum SPF 50. So especially for someone like me that's very fair haired, very fair skinned, it's really important that I put this on each and every day. And we always recommend at least an SPF 30 just to help protect your skin. And then of course when it's cooler on the mountain, it also adds an extra layer of insulation for your skin too. And then you'll notice that we have like the big old jug of Supergoop too that we'll just keep in the office for everybody to use, but it's almost empty because, you know, we use this all the time. But for today, our UV index is at a 3, or I'm sorry, it's at a 2 today. So it's still an SPF 30 or above is what we always recommend. And, you know, reapply. And with Supergoop, they make really convenient products that make it easy to reapply, even sometimes, you know, over your makeup, or even like if your skin is wet, if you're, you know, swimming in the summertime. It really is amazing what they offer. So supergoop.com for more information. Now stay with us. We are just getting started on this Monday morning, the first full week of 2020. We're so glad that you're joining us, so don't go anywhere.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
I'm here with Sarah and Rarity at Beaver Creek, and one of my favorite events of the entire year is your Beaver Creek Snowshoe Series. And Sarah, this is so much fun.
It really is. It's a great chance for people to get up and enjoy the fabulous surroundings we have here at Beaver Creek. And we have a 5K and a 10K across the 3 races during the winter season. So we have everything from people who are really trying to trim that personal best time at the 10K to people just out to enjoy some exercise in the beauty outdoors, and the 5K with the whole family.
But you know, it's so much more than just the race. It's really an entire experience.
It really is. People have the chance to demo snowshoes. So if you're looking for a new pair of snowshoes, it's a great chance to try some out during the race. And then we have our post-race party. So everyone's qualified to win some great raffle prizes. And then we have the meal as well. So it's a full day of fun.
Okay, you have to get signed up. Make sure you don't miss out on this incredible chance to get outside, experience Beaver Creek, beavercreek.com/snowshoe. Don't miss it.
Let us put you in the spirits. Avon Liquor.
Hey guys, I'm looking for some amazing craft beer.
We got it.
Hi, I'm looking for the best wine selection in the Vail Valley.
That's us.
I'm looking for great customer service and an awesome rewards program.
They got it.
So if you want great customer service, an amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor.
Let us put you in the spirits.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of the defining qualities of our community are the numerous locally owned and operated businesses. We're spotlighting one today that's headquartered in Edwards. It's PSI Plumbing, and joining us is their owner, Jim Harper. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Well, tell us a little bit about PSI. How'd you guys get your start, and how long have you been in the Valley?
You know, I'm originally from Boston. Came to Colorado in '91, and we've been in the Valley since '97, and we've been in business since the year 2000, so about 18 and a half years now.
That's incredible. And I'm assuming you've grown quite a bit over that time.
Quite a bit, yeah. We now have about 36 people total, 28 technicians in the field. So yeah, it's been really good growth. It's been a great place to work and live. We're very happy here.
Tell me a little bit more about your technicians, because these aren't some folks who just walk in off the street and apply for a job. They require a lot of training.
You know, they do require a lot of training. So we try to hire very experienced people, and then what we'll do is we'll go out and we'll find young kids today that want to learn the trade, want to get hands dirty, and make a great living and have a lot of fun, right? Because what we do is a lot of fun. You're not bored. You're not stuck inside of a bank working somewhere or looking out a window, doing paperwork. You're out every day going from job to job, right? So we recruit a lot of young guys locally, and we train them from the ground up. We bring them in here into our training facility. We will teach them how to rebuild faucets. We teach them how to tear apart a hydronic boiler like this. And the advantage of that is really, they're going to make their mistakes in here, okay? And when they come to your home, they're already experienced, they've already worked on the equipment, and they've worked on it from our standpoint, how PSI wants to see it done, right? So we make sure that they're consistent with our standards for the homeowner.
So tell me a little bit about your territory. How far do you guys range in Eagle County?
So right now in Eagle County, we cover from Gypsum to East Vale, and then we also service some of Frisco and Silverthorne. We have a pretty good base in Copper Mountain. It's a pretty good size area.
So you're the guys we call if we're thinking about doing a remodel, but also if something goes wrong, especially in the middle of the night.
That's correct, yeah. That's really where we have our strong point is we are in a service retrofit business. We'll come to your house 24/7, 365. When something goes wrong at 3 o'clock in the morning, we're typically the only people that answer, okay? A lot of people say they have 24/7, but when you make the call, we have a live technician that answers your phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we send them out to your house. That's what we do.
So give me a little bit more idea of what you guys do, because it's more than just pipes and sinks.
Yep, so we do drain cleaning, which includes run and snake equipment, clearing blockages. We do maintenance jetting, which is where we use high pressure water to clean out a sewer line or a home's plumbing system. We do pipe thawing, we do pipe bursting, we do spray lining for commercial applications, we do septic pumping, we do hydrovac work. We have the only hydrovac unit in the valley. We do hydronics, we do radiant heat, snow melt, we do forced air, we do furnaces, air conditioning, right? We do a lot of water quality today. We specialize in doing water filtration, softening, carbon filtration, point of use RO systems, whole house RO systems. Really we run a gamut. We can do air quality in the home, which is a really, really big deal.
Jim, it's been great talking with you today. You guys are located in Edwards. Where else can people find you online?
PSIVale.com. Also, the number is all over the side of our trucks, 926-0500. And it says on every one of our trucks, we're here to provide the best possible service, period. And that's kind of our goal every day.
Thanks so much, Jim. Stay tuned. We've got more Good Morning Vale coming your way.
This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. 3 villages, hundreds of brands, one great Rocky Mountain location.
All right, we're looking at Breckenridge right now at the top of Peak 8's chair, and that's the Colorado Super Chair. And just amazing conditions over in Breck, amazing conditions in Vale and Beaver Creek across the last 5 to 10 days. We've had tons of snowfall all through the New Year's week, and now it's currently packed powder conditions on the mountain. I'm looking forward to making a few turns. I've noticed that the snow grooming is 5-star, as they say, and I love hearing that because you always want to have a nice groomer set up to build up your legs on the beginning of your day, on packed powder days. Let's talk about weather here. We've got temps in the teens, and currently at about 8 a.m. it'll be 10 degrees with a high of 19 degrees throughout the day. Mostly cloudy and partly cloudy all across Eagle and Summit County. A low of 8 degrees tonight with a sunset just before 5 p.m. And then as we're looking at the 5-day forecast, we're going to have mostly sunny days for Tuesday and Wednesday, and the temps will rise up into the low 30s. Then by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we've got snowstorms coming back to us, and that's great because I've noticed a few patches bare. We need a little bit of a mountain reset, we like to call it, where these storms just blanket all of our runs and just give us some nice powder conditions again. And the holiday crowds will be a bit down, so if you're a local or if you're visiting soon, you shouldn't see too many lift lines here in the Vale or Summit County area, especially on a Monday. So it's kind of quiet up here. It's almost like the mountains all to myself. It's kind of a great way to start your work week. I just love being up here as the morning begins. I'm seeing clouds moving quickly with the sun just about to peek up over these clouds behind me. And Just coming up, Ashley's going to give us some more Breck and Keystone conditions, and we just have a ton more Good Morning Vail.
Elevate your adventure this winter at Winter on the Mountain at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park in Glenwood Springs. It's a dazzling array of holiday lights and family activities. From thrill rides to cave tours to amazing views, it's the West Slope's most unique adventure. Only $37 for kids and $42 for adults. For unlimited rides, cave tours, and attractions. For hours and to learn more, go to GlenwoodCaverns.com.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's awesome!
For over 60 years, Warren Miller has captured the spirit of the mountains and the culture of snow sports. Tune in to TV8 Daily at 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. for timeless Warren Miller films presented by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Hi, I'm Dan Saline, owner of Carrots Jewelers, located on East Meadow Drive in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 38 years. At Carrots, our passion is designing exclusive custom jewelry that features one-of-a-kind designs. Stop in and visit Carrots, a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry. To learn more about our custom designs, call 970-476-4760 or visit our website, carrotsvail.com.
The book report is brought to you by the Eagle Valley Library District. Read, learn, grow.
I have Tegan Davis here with me with the Eagle Valley Library District, and we were just talking about how you have so many programs for all ages.
We do. So we have story times from babies all the way up to 5. We have after-school programs for elementary school students as well as teens, and then we have an array of adult programs throughout our district.
Wow, what sort of stuff do you guys do for teens?
Teens, we have teen nights 1 night a week at all 3 of our libraries. It's something different. The programmers do something different for all the teens so that they can kind of engage their skills, and then we also have writing clubs. We have Dungeons and Dragons, as well as we have a TAB group, which is a teen advisory group, and they kind of let us know what they'd like to see in the library.
How fun. And you guys do adult programs too.
We do. We have book clubs both in English and Spanish. We have craft nights, as well as we're going to start doing some yoga, some meditation, and then of course our Spanish computer classes.
That's fantastic. Thank you for coming and sharing
Thank
all that
you.
information with us. Some great things to do.
This resort report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, now also on Colorado's K3 Channel 3 statewide.
We already gave you those conditions for Vail and for Beaver Creek this morning, but what about our neighbors over in Summit County, Keystone and Breckenridge? Great options for you, and especially if you have that Epic Pass, you can go and ski and ride to your heart's content over there. Starting off with Keystone this morning, they reported 3 inches in the last 24 hours, and in the last 7 days, 11 inches. Season to date, 121 inches. You know, Keystone opened earlier than they have in over 20 years because they had the snowiest October on record. 94% of their terrain is open, which brings us to 2,965 acres. And you can see right there some of that snow moving in first thing this morning. 116 of 128 trails are open today with all 21 lifts operating, and they do have night skiing going on every Wednesday through Sunday in January. So not tonight, not tomorrow night, but Wednesday night through Sunday night you can go on over and do some night skiing, which Keystone's the only place where you can do that anywhere here in the Vail Valley or in Summit County. Over at Breckenridge, they also reported 3 inches in the last 24 hours, and season to date Breckenridge is doing really, really well. 155 inches so far. In the last 7 days, 15 inches at Breck. 2,277 acres are open today with all 34 of their lifts operating. 78% of their terrain is open and 136 of 187 trails. Right now you can head on over and the lifts start turning at 8:30 each morning until 4 o'clock. And maybe check out their brand new base area. They've renovated Peak 8, so they have a brand new children's ski school over there. They even have an ice skating rink. They have escalators. They've done a great job of improving things to just make it that much more easy for you and your family to access the slopes. And one of my favorite things about Breck is the high alpine terrain. And we have this really cool glimpse of a documentary that they worked on for about 8 years to kind of explain just how special it is.
It's a very spiritual place, and the experience you can have up there is really unique.
Get to the top of the ridge and just be like, oh my God, like this is real terrain up here. This is real skiing.
You're really just dropping off the edge into nowhere.
The high alpine terrain in Breckenridge is such an integral part of the ski resort.
We would hike up and started skiing different stuff in the lake chutes depending on how gnarly it was.
It takes years and years to make something like this happen.
The high alpine here is so accessible. There's so much incredible terrain.
It opened up the capability to take Breckenridge to a different level.
It just makes Breck just a little more gnarlier, which in my eyes makes it a little better.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
Join us at Vail Public Library and engage your senses weekly with gentle yoga, group meditation, or Zumba as part of our Healthy Lifestyle series. Check out the Tech Studio, our very own makerspace. Explore, create, collaborate, and invent in a safe and supportive environment. Connect with a variety of performers, musicians, authors, historians as part of our evenings of engagement. We also offer summer reading programs for all ages. We offer a variety of activities for the younger set, including Reading Buddies, a one-on-one reading experience, Robotics Club, and our Kids Create programs. Vail Public Library is your public library. There's something for everyone, and we hope you'll visit us very soon.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Beaver Creek Resort.
All right, welcome back to Beaver Creek, and just thank you to the Beaver Creek Resort Company for being one of our sponsors today. Let's give you the quick 5-day forecast. So it's going to be mostly sunny on Monday, well currently today partly cloudy, but then on Tuesday and Wednesday mostly sunny with temps in the low 30s. So right now the temps are only from about 10 degrees with a high of 19 today. So right now it's more chilly. Next 2 days it's going to warm up into the 30s. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I'm sorry, that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we are going to have a snowstorm that's going to be coming back to us, giving us plenty of good coverage and a reset for the mountains. The temps will drop by Thursday into the teens, and then it will climb back up into the 20s. Again, we love seeing those snowstorms coming because if you're coming into town, you're going to want to get some fresh powder on those days. We're going to take a quick look at one of our best local dishes in the Vail area. That's the Left Bank. So tune into that and make sure you book your reservations there.
This is a local dish. I'm your host, Mark Sassy, and our adventures today have brought us into beautiful Vail Village. Within Vail, there's a myriad of different restaurants to tempt every palate. But one we're going to talk about today is called the Left Bank, amazing French cuisine. So we're going to head on inside. Chef Jean-Michel, he's also the owner. He's in the kitchen preparing something, and he said, when you get here, come and find me. So let's go find him now and see what he's cooking up. Chef Jean-Michel.
Oh, here you are.
Surprise, surprise, you're in the kitchen. How are you?
I was waiting for you to stop cooking here.
Don't even tempt me. It looks so good. How is everything? Good?
Good, wonderful.
Yeah.
Beautiful season. Everything goes well. And today we're going to be cooking a little bit of elk.
A little bit of elk chops.
Elk chops, some shallots, red wine reduction, and fresh mushroom.
Wow, look at the mushrooms.
Yes,
beautiful.
wild organic mushroom from Oregon.
And this is something that's on your menu every day?
That's something is on the menu every day, yeah.
Okay, let's walk it through. Tell us what we're doing.
Okay, we have a very hot pan here. Always need to be hot. Put a little bit of olive oil. And we had to add a little bit of butter to give some nice color to the meat.
You and the butter. You must be French.
And you see, you have something like this. And it has to be really hot too in order to seize the meat. So we're here, we're gonna season just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
Okay.
You're gonna keep it like this for about, I would say, a minute. And turn it over, season again a little bit. And when
this is a pretty quick entree then,
it is a very quick entree. It's called à la minute.
À la minute.
You make it to order. And when it's done on every side, like this, here you go. Turn it over, we're gonna take a plate, and we're gonna let the meat rest for a little bit.
Let it take a little nap.
Yeah, let it take a little nap, like this.
A meat nap.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do next is we do a little bit of shallots.
A little bit of shallots.
A little bit of shallots. A little bit of mushroom.
A little wild mushroom assortment.
Wild mushroom, and we're gonna saute them a little bit like this. So just saute very quickly. And
à la minute.
À la minute. And after that, we're gonna deglaze it with the red wine. We're going to put a little bit of au jus or brown stock.
Okay.
To finish the sauce.
Oh, it smells so good.
I like a little bit of rosemary, and you let this reduce very slowly like this for about 3 or 4 minutes. Never forget to have a little taste. And when we're done with this, well, you put it on the bottom of a plate, and you just present your elk who's been hot and warm on top of it.
Oh, my mouth is watering. It smells so good in here, Chef. Can we head out to the dining room or the lounge and I can give it a sample?
Absolutely. Let's go have dinner.
Okay. Now, Chef, you were just preparing the elk chops in the kitchen. We come sit down in the lounge and a bunch more of delicious looking food shows up. What are we looking at?
We're looking at a lobster roll, a slider, an onion soup. Those are served in the lounge after 3:30 every day.
Okay.
You know, you can have a cocktail, a glass of wine or beer, and have a little small plate, a bite to eat.
And then everything on the menu, though, is available in the lounge.
That is correct.
You
we
can
do
have the big
everything
meals.
at 3:30. We can have an elk, we can have a Dover sole, a rack of lamb, you name it.
Okay.
If it's available, we can have it.
My mouth is watering. Let's dig in. Thanks for letting us come into the Left Bank today.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, that's right. Get your phones ready. It's time for your first watch and win of the day. We have 2 today. And up for grabs right now, 2 tickets to see DSQ Electric on Thursday at 7 o'clock at the Villar Performing Arts Center. And this is the Dallas String Quartet. That's what DSQ stands for. And it's really how they describe themselves is where Bach meets Bon Jovi. So that right there is fascinating. And they are a fusion of classical and contemporary music, both on traditional and electric strings. They have played for Presidents Obama, President Bush. They definitely have a really unique sound. And again, it's taking place this Thursday, 7 o'clock at the Villar Performing Arts Center. And we have 2 tickets up for grabs, but you're gonna have to answer my trivia question. So the Villar Performing Arts Center, it's magical. It's up in Beaver Creek. It's this really great venue. Where is it, what is it located underneath? Let's just say that. There's something that is above the Villar Performing Arts Center that's an icon for the Beaver Creek Village. You've probably seen it before. It's like the centerpiece of the Beaver Creek Village. What is above the Villar Performing Arts Center? Where does it sit below, and what's that structure look like? There's one thing I'm really looking for, and if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. So give us a call, 970-754-8888. What sits above the Villar Performing Arts Center that is iconic to Beaver Creek Village? Give us a call. You could walk away with those tickets for Thursday night.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
Our world is constantly changing, but the joys of winter are eternal. This fall, celebrate the official kickoff to winter with Warren Miller's 70th anniversary film, Timeless, presented by Volkswagen. Explore British Columbia, Colorado, France, Austria, Switzerland, and more, alongside legendary ski icons like Glenn Flake. It's not just a movie, it's an experience 70 years in the making. Find a show near you at warrenmiller.com.
When the mountain tests you, trust is all you have. And trust will set you free.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
Hey everybody, I'm just hanging out in Spruce Saddle, went inside to warm up a little bit. There are some wind gusts up here, just between 15 and 30 miles an hour, so that's for your info. Be advised in case you're coming up, make sure you're bundled up and put that face protection on, put a buff, a neck gaiter on, and just kind of watch out for some of those wind gusts throughout the day. Thank you to GMC, our sponsor on the weather today, and we always appreciate anything GMC is doing with us. And let's give you some weather info. So today we're at 10 degrees at 8 a.m., moving to a high of 19, and then we will be a sunset just before 5 p.m. with a low of 8 degrees tonight. So that will get kind of chilly tonight, just be advised on that. And then looking throughout the I-70 corridor, Eagle County's looking beautiful today, partly cloudy, mostly sunny throughout the day, and mostly sunny and partly cloudy this evening as well. So you may not get that beautiful sunset if the cloud cover stays heavy, but hopefully you'll see some of that alpenglow tonight just before 5 p.m. And across our, again, the temps are 30 in Eagle, 25 in Avon, 25 in Vail, and Denver's the big sunny winter with 47 degrees. So if you're heading to Denver, you'll feel a lot warmer definitely in the Denver area. We've got temps in the teens and the lower digits today, all across Vail, Beaver Creek, and Breck and Keystone. So again, that Vail's 12 degrees, Breck is at 16 degrees. I'm sorry, Keystone's at 16 degrees, Breck's at 10 degrees, and Beaver Creek is at 13 degrees. Really not too much snow accumulation. There might be some light snowfall throughout the day. 5-day forecast is looking amazing. Tomorrow, And on Wednesday, mostly sunny with temps in the low 30s. And then by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we get another snowstorm coming, and we always love that. So by Thursday, the temps will drop into the 20s and then even into the teens on Friday, and then start to climb again into the weekend. We've got a whole second hour of Good Morning Vail coming up. Ashley's got a ton more for you, and we have a couple watch and win giveaways coming up.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
You're looking at a beautiful shot from Gondola 1 right there in Vail Village. Hey, good morning. It's hour number 2 and on your beautiful Monday here in the Rockies. And in the studio, I'm Ashley Prill. I'll be your host for the next hour. We have Chris Armistead up at Beaver Creek to let us know what's happening with those first chair conditions. And Carol from Texas is our Watch and Win winner. She knew that the Villar Performing Arts Center sits right underneath the Beaver Creek Ice Rink, and that's where they'll be playing the DSQ Electric on Thursday night. So Carol, I hope you enjoy that show. It sounds really, really cool. So great job answering our Watchman question. We have another one coming up on the show. We'll keep you posted on that one. But first, let's talk getting outside with your family. This is something that I absolutely adore, especially having family that comes up from sea level. Snowshoe tours. And not only snowshoe tours, but free guided snowshoe tours. This happens with Walking Mountain Science Center. They have the Nature Discovery Center at the top of Vail Mountain. So you do need to have a foot passenger ticket to get up the gondola in order to enjoy it before 3:30. And today at 11 o'clock for the kids ages 4 to 9, they have an hour-long free guided hike for those little guys. And what's great is that they provide the snowshoes. You just need to come prepared to spend an hour outside. So make sure you have the gloves and the waterproof boots and the whole snow gear. But you learned so many fascinating things, and walkingmountains.org is the website to find out more about their snowshoe tours that they have really throughout the entire season. And then also coming up, starting on Thursday, I can't believe it's already here, but Oakley Week is taking place in Vail. And if you've never tried Oakleys before, now is your opportunity. They'll actually have opportunities for you to demo goggles. I think we're all really familiar with demo days for skis and snowboards where you go and you try it out before you even think about buying them. But now you can do that with a pair of goggles, which I think is so great because, you know, you can try them on in the store and they might look good, but you don't actually get to test them out in the mountain. But Oakley is changing that up for this week, which is really cool. They also have a little après going on. They have a scavenger hunt with social media, so you could win some cool prizes. But definitely a lot of fun. Oakley, when they do events, they definitely know how to do them right. Actually, they did one back in Summit County about 10 years ago. It got me hooked on their goggles and also introduced me to some of my favorite action sports athletes. So you never know who might be around these events. And speaking of action sports athletes, our buddy Chris, so he's so good on the mountain, and he's showing us what's happening with those first chair conditions, and he also has some great information about how to enjoy Beaver Creek to the fullest.
Hey everybody, I'm just still here in Spruce Saddle warming up before I take a few turns out there on some outstanding 5-star groomed runs. I'm probably taking Latigo, maybe Gold Dust. Just the conditions here at Beaver Creek look incredible. If you're ever in need of knowledge and info, look at the winter trail maps here at the information desk and just warm yourself up in Spruce Saddle. While we're here and there's food, let's talk about the winter wine excursions that Beaver Creek has going on. That is an amazing thing on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So the next one's tomorrow, and the cost is $200. You can go up from the Nordic Center just over by Strawberry Park and then you will take the Strawberry Park chairlift up to McCoy Park and do a great snowshoeing adventure. It's a guided adventure, and then you come down to the Fireside Grill at the Osprey Hotel, and the chef Ryan Murray gives you amazing charcuterie with cheese and wine pairings. Just an amazing way to do that. There's also the Villar Center Dallas String Quartet on January 9th, so get those tickets. We're giving away 2 later on a Watch and Win, and coming up we have Ashley giving us so much more Good Morning Vail from the studio.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
As the region's most preferred orthopedic practice, we specialize in keeping you active and getting you back to the things you love. The physicians at Vail Summit Orthopedics will take care of all your orthopedic needs from head to toe.
49 degrees, 365 days a year. This is the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors. I've got David Courtney, the owner. Thanks for taking us downstairs today and showing us this amazing space. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this space is actually 15 feet underground, and it's about 3,000 square feet. So when we're pumping, we have 1,700 different wines, but typically between 1,300 and 1,500 from everywhere that you can imagine. So the nice thing about this being underground is it stays temperate. So like you just said, hey, we're right now when we're filming this, we're at the end of January, beginning of February. It's about 49 or 50, but it never goes above 56 or 57 down here, which is extremely important for fine wines.
And you did say that what kills that wine is that dramatic heat to cold to heat to cold, but if you can keep it constant, it's going to make the wine last that much longer.
Yeah, the fluctuation is the wine killer. Long ago, when I first came to the store, we actually challenged people to buy wine from my store and buy wine from another store, and I guaranteed my wine tasted better just because of the way we stored it.
Wow. So your selection down here, you had mentioned earlier on in the interview on a busy time, about 1,700 different offerings. From all over the world, is that what we're looking at? Do you have a focus? Like, what's hot right now for wine?
So what's hot right now, there's a few categories. So Portugal right now, believe it or not, is what I've been saying is the Malbec of 15 years ago. So Portuguese red still wines, everybody thinks of port and sweet. These wines are not like that. Okay. You can get a $12 bottle of Portuguese wine that kills it. And then, so right now we're looking at the 2016 vintage in the Rhone, so Châteauneuf-du-Pape and Côte d'Arones, those are a little bit on the higher end, but that's what's pumping right now, Mark.
I love it. David, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You might want to make it down here to the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors in Avon, or check out their website, beaverliquors.com. We'll be right back.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
This weather report is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops. We'll see you out there.
Now this shot is from our back patio right here in Avon looking up toward Beaver Creek. What a beautiful, beautiful shot that is. And you can see how the clouds are really just kind of hugging the top of the mountain. But then down below, nice and clear. We're going to be seeing a little bit of a interesting mix for our Monday morning. Now, the northern mountains could see anywhere between about 1 to 5 inches today. Now, we're looking at maybe about a 20% chance of seeing some snow, so definitely on the lighter end of that scale. And then by later on this afternoon, we're expecting to see those clouds really start to lighten up and to dissipate and have partly cloudy skies. Now, tonight, our temperatures will be in the single digits, around 8 degrees, but that sunset 4:56 p.m. we're getting much closer to that 5 o'clock hour. And if you're going to be out and about and taking some runs today, you could see maybe up to about an inch on the mountain. Mid-mountain temperatures will be in the teens, so you'll want to make sure that you have the right layers and that you are dressing appropriately, which you can find everything you need at Christie Sports, especially for sunny days like what we're expecting tomorrow, and then snow as we get into the end of the week and the weekend. They have 4 locations here in the Vail Valley. Stop by any one of them. They definitely know how to help you out. Up next, let's find out what's going on with Chris and those first chair conditions.
First Chair is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops. We'll see you out there.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm just next to Spruce Saddle here, and you can see the Centennial Lift is rolling. These gondolas are bringing some of the first skiers and snowboarders, some ski patrol in that one, coming up for the first runs of the day and coming up for their first shift on the job. As you can see, the clouds are moving quickly here. The sun is about to come up. We've definitely got some wind gusts of 15 to 30 miles an hour. And if you're looking at this map here, trail maps will show you where Centennial is, a black run, Harrier, a blue run, and you can take Redtail via Westfall Road. I'm probably heading just this way, a little bit past Spruce Saddle to the right, and heading down Latigo in just a little bit. I'm just super excited to be here for you on First Chair and just give you a little bit of why we love living in the mountains. I just am so amazed and always impressed at the beauty up here on the mountains, and just always so happy to enjoy where I live and enjoy where I work, loving living in the mountains. We are also coming up with a watch and win just in a little bit, and that's going to be giving away 2 free tickets to the Villar Show on January 9th, which is the Dallas String Quartet. And then Ashley's got a ton more Good Morning Vail coming right up.
Lion's Head Jewelers. A mainstay of Lion's Head Village for more than a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery is home to the largest selection of one-of-a-kind designer jewelry in the Vail Valley. Come see our breathtaking array of museum-quality fossils, meteorites, and collectible minerals. Explore Lion's Head Jewelers. Spend an afternoon with us. You'll come in as a customer and leave as a friend.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
Our world is constantly changing, but the joys of winter are eternal. This fall, celebrate the official kickoff to winter with Warren Miller's 70th anniversary film, Timeless, presented by Volkswagen. Explore British Columbia, Colorado, France, Austria, Switzerland, and more, alongside legendary ski icons like Glenn Flake. It's not just a movie, it's an experience 70 years in the making. Find a show near you at warrenmiller.com.
I wanted to send out another congratulations to Carol this morning from Texas, who walked away with our 2 tickets to see DSQ on Thursday night. And coming up, we'll have another opportunity for you to win a couple tickets on the show tomorrow. But we do still have one more watching one coming up, and it is gear related. We've teamed up with Outside TV to give away great gear really all month long. So stay tuned for that. But also, you know, I'm guessing, Carol being from Texas, I have a feeling that you know your way around some après, right? You know exactly how to celebrate those days and those mountain accomplishments while you're here in town. And, you know, Vail really wanted to celebrate the tradition of après this year in a bigger way. So every day at 3 o'clock, you'll hear bells ringing in Lions Head Village, in Vail Village, and it really just signifies that it is time to take a little relaxation and also just to kind of reminisce about what you just did on the mountain for the day with your friends and family, whether it was vertical feet, whether it was maybe you just did your first blue run, whatever it might be. But there's all kinds of great specials that take place at our different establishments, and one of my favorites for après is margaritas. And let's take you to one of my favorite places to drink those, shall we?
Once you get your fill on the hill, located just steps from the skier bridge here at the base in Lions Head, you're gonna find El Sabor Restaurant. El Sabor Restaurant is one of only a few restaurants here in the Vail area that offers truly ski-in and ski-out dining. They have grab-and-go burritos every morning for breakfast, unforgettable and affordable lunches, and an outstanding dinner menu. Let's head into the kitchen now and find out what the staff is serving up. Let's go. Mikey D, thanks for letting us come into the kitchen today at El Sabor.
You're welcome. Glad to have you.
So your menu is pretty unique, and you have some new offerings that you're incorporating. What are you going to make up today?
Today we're going to make our daily special, which is going to be catfish tacos.
Catfish tacos. What
Delicious.
a good idea. Sounds delish. Do you want to walk us through the process?
Sure can.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, here we go. So we start with some catfish fillets.
Okay.
We soak them in buttermilk. Then we have our flour mix: flour, salt, pepper, paprika, a little cayenne.
Okay.
Right? So once they've marinated, we're going to put them in the flour and just coat them nice. Once you have them coated, they go right to the fryer.
Okay.
Put our basket in.
Yep.
Take our fish, and you want to get it 1,000, 1,000. This way it doesn't stick to the bottom.
Oh, got you. Now, these are thin fillets. They probably cook pretty fast, don't they?
They do. They'll be done in about 1.5 to 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right to the texture we want for tacos. And once they're done, we're going to hang them out, let them dry off for a minute. Now we're ready for tacos.
Okay, Mike, 1.5 minutes of the catfish in the fryer until they float.
That's correct.
Let them dry off, and now the final preparation in the plating.
We have some tortillas here that we kind of cooked so they got a little bit of a bubble in them. It gives them a little crunch, but yet keeps them soft.
Okay.
We prefer to use corn tortillas. Then we're going to take habanero slaw and put that on the bottom. Take our pieces of fish, lay them in there nice and pretty. We're going to put some roja aioli on there.
What's the flavor behind the roja aioli?
So the roja is one of our sauces that we use for enchiladas. It's made from a guajillo chili. Then we're going to add some cotija cheese. Just a little bit. It's pretty pungent, so you only want to use a little.
Okay.
And finish with cilantro for color and flavor, freshness. And that, catfish taco.
Oh, that looks so good. I got to taste that right now.
All right, let's go eat them up.
Sounds good. Beautiful out here on the back patio, Mike. We're overlooking the skier bridge right next to Gore Creek, and the food looks great and smells even better. So these are the catfish tacos. What else did you bring out?
Well, we have a great burger menu. We do sandwiches every week from different regions of the country, and we do daily specials just like the catfish tacos, and we also feature handcrafted cocktails.
So Mike, these are made from scratch every day?
Every day.
So good. If people want to find out more about El Sabor, make a reservation, check it out, what would you recommend?
Visit the website, elsaborvail.com.
Okay.
Friend us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram.
I love it. Thanks for having us here today, bud.
My pleasure, Mark.
I love it. All right, once again, this is El Sabor in Lions Head, and this is the local dish.
This weather report is brought to you by the Eagle County Regional Airport. Get flight information at flyvail.com.
Welcome back to Spruce Saddle, and just behind me where the cinch chairlift is getting rolling. And just thank you to the Eagle County Airport for being one of our sponsors today. The Eagle County Airport's our local airport. Also a great way to just kind of do a puddle jump from DIA up to Eagle County Airport and sometimes avoid that I-70 corridor drive time. We're looking at some cloud cover blowing in pretty quickly here. These wind gusts of 15 to 30 miles an hour are blowing in fast, and we're at temps of 10 degrees now at 8 a.m., moving up to a high of 19 today. So bundle up for sure and get that neck gaiter on and make sure you're protecting your outer extremities. We have a low of only 8 degrees tonight, so that sunset is just before 5 p.m. and it will feel pretty chilly. I don't know if you can see this here, but I am definitely covered in a cloud-covered storm bit right now. We are also looking at basically 12 and the low teen digits across our resorts between Vail, Beaver Creek, Keystone, and Brett. Keystone with the highest temp today at 16. Not much snowfall, but maybe some light snowfall throughout the day, 0 to 1 inch accumulations. And looking at our 5-day forecast, we are going to have outstanding sunny days on Tuesday and Wednesday with temps in the low 30s. And then by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the temps will be dropping into the 20s and the teens with a new snowstorm blowing through and giving us a new reset of the mountains. We are coming up with just a bit more Good Morning Vail shortly, and I believe it's one more watch and win.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
You know, that's one of my favorite things about First Chair is being able to see exactly what's happening on the mountain while it's happening. And obviously conditions have changed just in the last 10 minutes or so for Chris. So you want to make sure that you really go out there and you're as prepared as you possibly can be. And one of the best ways to do that is to have the right goggles. And over at Eyepieces of Vail, you'll find a huge variety. But today I wanted to talk to you about the Anon WM1. Now, Anon is a company that was ultimately created by Burton. That's their parent company. So we're talking, you know, the likes of Shaun White, Kelly Clark, Gretchen Blyler. I mean, some of the best snowboarders on the planet utilize Anon products. And one of the reasons why I chose this goggle, well, first of all, it's women's specific. So they are making gear that is so beautiful, but it's also so technically sound. And that's the case with this goggle. So it comes with 2 lens options, which is great. And their lens is designed by Zeiss, which really helps to enhance the contrast for the best possible definition and terrain recognition on the mountain. And then they utilize these earth magnets in 7 different locations throughout the lens, or throughout the frame. And watch this. Oop, and just like that, it pops right in there. So easy, so seamless. And then of course, it's really comfortable. It has this nice foam padding that really seals the goggle to your face so you don't have any of those gaps. And it's just a beautiful, well-designed goggle. And again, it's the Anon WM1. So if you want more information about it, you can stop on by any one of the locations for Eyepieces of Vail. They even have a new one in Snowmass this year. And no matter where you're staying, guaranteed you are so close to one of their convenient locations. They have one in Vail Village. They also have, they have 2 in Vail Village, one by the Solaris, one by Gondola One, Beaver Creek Village. They also have their Edwards Corner location. So stop on in and have them help you find the right fit today. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of those First Chair conditions coming up next.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
When the mountain tests you, trust is all you have. And trust will set you free.
Let us put you in the spirits. Avon Liquor.
Hey guys, I'm looking for some amazing craft beer.
We got it.
Hi, I'm looking for the best wine selection in the Vail Valley.
That's us.
I'm looking for great customer service and an awesome rewards program.
They got it.
So if you want great customer service, an amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor.
Let us put you in the spirits. As the region's most preferred orthopedic practice, we specialize in keeping you active and getting you back to the things you love. The physicians at Vail Summit Orthopedics will take care of all your orthopedic needs from head to toe.
Hey everyone, if you've ever wondered what it's like to come up to the Vail area and live and work and play in the mountains, we have some awesome opportunities for you. It's not too late to find a Vail job, Vail Resorts or Beaver Creek job, and come join the Vail Resorts family. We have jobs all across all of our resorts, and in particular, I know Beaver Creek's looking for some ski valets, so you can just go on a website, Google search, and look up Vail Jobs or Vail Resorts Jobs, and you will find some websites to find any open and available jobs. And again, it's just an amazing thing to be able to work and play in the mountains. I've got my board here. I'm out here working for the company, and honestly, it doesn't really feel like work up here when I get to go take a few turns and start my day right. And if you're having any access, or if you're a great skier, great snowboarder, you could always try out for Ski Patrol and also give back to the mountains that way. Just a great company to work for. And coming up, we have a little more Good Morning Vail for you before I go and make a few laps down Latigo.
I think the experience of a lifetime is for everyone. You know, we want our guests to have an experience of a lifetime, but also our employees, we want them to remember what a magical place this is.
This will be my 10th season working for Vail Resorts. I started on mountain safety my first year, and then started with patrol 9 years ago. I basically have the best job in the world.
I mean, I love this job. I've been doing it for 25 years.
I ski, and I work for a great company. And you know, I've been doing what I've been doing since 1989, you know, so I just followed my dream and the passion and just keep doing it day by day.
Vail Resorts in North Star gives me the opportunity to live and work in the place I love.
I mean, I came out to do one season snowboarding, and I fell in love with this place.
You know, the type of person to work for Vail, I think it's just anybody that is energetic and excited about what they do on a day-to-day basis. It just takes a special person, but a lot of people are really good at this job.
Anybody can do it, and anybody can have a great time. It's all what you make of it.
You know, I truly believe that my bosses, you know, they care about my development and they care about where I want to go in my career, and I think that's really, really, truly unique.
For a company to have that dedication in finding people who are looking for the alignment of who they are with where they work, I think helps us build a focus in our core values and what matters to each of us.
And we all share that common passion for what we do and working in the outdoors and working in this industry. And yeah, the community here of employees is hands down the best thing I've ever experienced. And it's what's kept me coming back for 13 years. And it's going to keep me around for about another 30 or 40.
Who wouldn't want to come work here every day? This is your office. Pretty cool.
This weather report is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts.
You're looking at a live shot from the top of Vail Mountain, right by Buffalo's, where you can stop on in and grab that hot cocoa, which might be a great idea today. You can still see the trees up there are just completely covered in snow, and very very moody kind of start to our Monday morning up there at the top of Vail. A little bit of a dusting on the benches out there, and we're expecting to see about a 20% chance of snow first thing this morning. And it really looks like mostly the northern mountains and the areas north of I-70 will be getting a little bit more snow today, anywhere between about 1 to 5 inches. So we're kind of in that maybe 1 inch area, but about a 20% chance. And then by the time that we get into this afternoon and this evening, we'll start to see that snow dissipate. We'll start to see a little bit more sunshine in the forecast, and those overnight lows will be back in the single digits once again for this evening, and then making way for some nice clear skies just for a little while. Now, if you're going to be going up on the mountain like Chris is today, our mid-mountain conditions will be in the low teens, and again, partly cloudy skies, maybe about an inch up there. So you want to have that lens option if you can, maybe be able to switch it out just depending on how the light changes. And then looking ahead in that forecast, we will be seeing that sunshine for tomorrow, even for Wednesday, at least for most part of the day. And then as we get into Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we have a really good chance of snow as we head into the weekend. But look at those temperatures on Friday, by the way. We're dropping into a high of 16 degrees with an overnight low with 4 below. So definitely want to get ready for that. And it's all brought to you by Supergoop. So no matter what the conditions, put that sunscreen on, check them out. They have some of the best ingredients on the planet. Coming up, we have that watch and win, so keep those phones close.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
When you're here in Colorado, you are at altitude and may be feeling these signs of altitude sickness. You may feel better by giving yourself a boost. Be prepared for those negative effects of altitude with lightweight and portable bottles of Boost Oxygen. Available in 3 sizes. Even choose from our aromatherapy options. It's easy to have with you anywhere, even at the summit. We're available at retailers, hotels, and resorts, including these. Post up and tag us. We'll share your adventures. Enjoy your time in the Rocky Mountain region. Give yourself a boost.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
First Chair is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Everybody, here's a look at our corduroy up here. That's our 5-star grooming and what it gives you. We call it corduroy, obviously, because it kind of looks like corduroy pants. And just an amazing job that the on-mountain staff here at Beaver Creek does and across all of the Vail Resorts areas. Their 5-star grooming is really unlike any other resort, and really what sets them apart for what they do for the mountain and gives all of the guests some beautiful spots to take turns and enjoy the mountain. I have the sun rising right behind me. It truly is Good Morning Vail up here. I always love being up here for First Chair on mornings like this. And that cloud cover we just had up here finally broke, and it's just going to be an amazing day if you're coming up here. There have been some light wind gusts, but nothing that's really given us too much trouble up here. Again, you might want to throw that neck gaiter on and just protect the face. Make sure you put some sunblock on and put on some lip protection as well. That's always best advised. And we're just coming up in a bit, and Ashley has the outside TV watch and win, so that's just an amazing option if you can win some cool stuff from outside TV coming up.
Okay, we've been talking about it all morning. We've teamed up with Outside Television to bring you awesome gear giveaways the entire month of January. And today, what we have for you, we have some red energy bars. These are plant-based energy bars, and I love the way that they describe this. They're like, you know, this is just, it's all the good stuff. And they say, you know, because what you put inside shows on the outside, and you can tend to more important things like FaceTiming your mom. That's on the packaging for red energy bars. Now, speaking of moms out there, maybe you have some kids that lost their gloves. Well, you could pick up these sweet Outdoor Research size medium kids gloves today. They're awesome mittens, so of course they're going to keep those hands nice and toasty. And in order to win this prize package, you have to tell me, what is the mascot's name for Vail, for Beaver Creek, for Breckenridge, for Keystone? It's a dog. And I have a feeling your kids might know his name. What's the name of the mascot that runs around? Well, I guess, yeah, he runs, he snowboards, he skis. He's amazing. 970-754-8888. Give us a call. Tell us the name of the dog that's the mascot for Vail Resorts. Keep on calling, and coming up, we are going to get a little bit extreme in the studio with some epic locals.
For over 60 years, Warren Miller has captured the spirit of the mountains and the culture of snow sports. Tune into TV8 Daily at 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. for timeless Warren Miller films presented by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
First 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
Get ready for a thoroughly captivating experience. Live on stage, An American in Paris. Based on the 1951 MGM classic, with a score that is pure Gershwin, a story that is pure romance. It's an extravaganza of song and dance. Don't miss An American in Paris.
What would it look like to make an epic promise to our planet? At Vail Resorts, everything we do is driven by the spectacular natural environments that we operate in. The environment is our business and our passion, and it's why we are making a commitment to protect our local natural resources and address the most pressing global environmental challenge. Today, we are setting a goal to achieve a zero net operating footprint by 2030.
It's a commitment to zero net carbon emissions by 2030, zero waste to landfill, and zero operating impact on our forests and habitat.
Since 2008, our existing operations achieved a 19% reduction in energy usage.
Now, we're committing to another 15% improvement in our efficiency.
To make this happen, we're investing $25 million in capital on energy-saving projects.
We're committing to purchasing 100% of our electricity from clean, renewable energy sources.
We'll strive for zero waste by working with our communities, partners, and guests to maximize recycling and composting.
And we'll protect these beautiful places by minimizing the impact of any future development and planting or restoring an acre of forest for every acre of forest that's been displaced.
It's our epic promise to our employees, to the communities in which we work, to our guests, and to our planet. And it's going to require the innovation, passion, and dedication of all of us to get to zero. This is what epic looks like.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Well, a huge congratulations to Adam from Denver for calling in and winning our watch and win with that outside TV stuff. Awesome job, Adam, and you can come to our studio and pick that up. And here we have some weather reports for you. If you can see, the sun's up and the cloud cover's kind of blown through and it's just settling in a little bit of low-laying clouds off to my right. And I'll probably see some of that picking up as I come and take a run to Latigo in just a little bit. But you know, nothing too big to worry about. Wind gusts of 15 to 30 miles an hour up here. We were in the low temps at about 8 a.m. and it's starting to rise. So 10 degrees at 8 a.m., moving up to 19 degrees throughout the day. We have a low of 8 degrees tonight and a sunset just before 5 p.m. Mostly cloudy, partly cloudy throughout the day. You might get a chance at some of that beautiful alpenglow sunset, and that's just what we love here in the mountains. And the maps along the I-70 corridor are looking good. Roads are looking decent. We also will have temps at about 31 degrees in Eagle, 25 in Avon, 25 in Vail, and Denver is actually the warm and sunny spot today at 47 degrees. Our 5-day forecast is also looking great for the next 2 days. Mostly sunny with temps in the low 30s, and then by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, as we head into the weekend, we are having another snowstorm hit us in the mountains, and that's awesome because we would love another blanket of snow coverage. And if you're up here or heading up here, you're going to get a chance at some powder days, and the temps will drop into the low 20s and into the teens by Friday, and then back up into the 20s by Saturday. We have a little bit more coming up, and Ashley has a couple Vail local athletes in the studio, and they are a couple guys that are on the Free Ride World Tour, and I believe we've got some footage and some video of their Taoist competition.
Hey, thank you so much, Chris. And you know, we have some incredible locals that make up our community here, and I have two of them in the studio with me this morning. Let me just tell you, their story is absolutely phenomenal. I'm so excited to introduce them to you. So we have Jack and Kevin Nichols, brothers, and they are both competing on the Free Ride World Tour this season. This is so amazing. Okay, you guys, welcome to the studio. We're so glad to have you here. And so first of all, we'll get into what the Free Ride World Tour is for people that maybe aren't sure what that is. But let's just say it's expensive to be a pro athlete, and you have some great community support behind you, some great sponsors, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So who's helping you to accomplish this amazing feat?
A lot of help, Buzz's Boards in Vail Village. They're a big help. Vail Brewing Company, Surefoot, and then some other companies like Faction Skis, Fly Low Gear.
Awesome.
Yeah, like Backcountry Access.
Yeah, Blizzard Skis and Technica Boots, they're super helpful in making this all happen.
Wow, that's impressive. Okay, now listen, you guys, you grew up here and you spend most of your time in Bozeman right now, but you're home for the holidays. So let's just kind of get into a little bit of how you get into Free Ride World Tour. I mean, explain the difference between that and like something where we might see like X Games.
Well, for us, it started with our older brother. He started the Big Mountain team with Garrett Scahill years back. I was 12 years old at the time, and I thought it was pretty cool, so we joined that. Or I joined it, and then Kev was shortly behind us.
Yeah, we just kind of did the whole, did the racing bit, and then kind of moved on to moguls, and then went to the park, and then our oldest brother, like you said, just kind of led the way. I went to Crested Butte Extremes before there was even like a tour or just one Crested Butte Extremes competition, and thought that was awesome and wanted to be like him, obviously. He's the man, so.
Yeah, that's amazing. And, you know, for people that are not really sure how this works, with the Freeride World Tour, you can see right here some of the pictures of this kind of terrain that you guys are competing on. This is no joke. So this is something where, like at the X Games, for instance, like you have these standard features, you get to take practice runs on it, and then you get the best score. You guys go to the bottom of this mountain, you look up at it from the base, you pick a line that you're like, oh, that looks fun, and you decide what kind of moves you're gonna do, like, oh, I'm gonna flip off that, I'm gonna spin off that right there, and then you go and do it, but you only get one chance, right?
Right.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Okay, and then when it comes to actually being invited to be on the Freeride World Tour, this is really exclusive. Not many people get to do it. How many guys are on the team?
So there's 23 men overall on the tour that compete.
From the entire world?
Yeah.
From the entire world, and we have two of you in the same family that are competing. And so this is something, it starts next week, right?
Yeah, we leave for Japan on Sunday.
Leave for Japan on Sunday. This is amazing. And so where else does the tour go?
The second stop is in Kicking Horse, British Columbia. The third stop is in Val Nord, Andorra, I believe, and then Fieberbrunn, Austria, and then they make a cut. So if you qualify, you get to go to the extreme finals in Verbier.
Wow.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get there.
I mean, my bet is on you guys. And we have some footage from you guys from Taos to see what it actually looks like. And I'm sure that this is something where, like, I mean, come on. Oh my goodness, you guys. Wait, who's this?
That's Jack, yeah.
Oh, Jack, no big deal. How big was that? Like 30 feet at least?
That's Kevin at the bottom. Oh, here's Kevin.
Oh, there's Kevin flipping off a rock and hucking himself on purpose. This is amazing. So this is the kind of action that you're going to be bringing to this tour, to this competition. We're so excited for you guys. And also, really quickly, we were talking off camera about how you've been training while you've been home for the holidays. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? What have you guys been doing to train while you're here?
Well, we've been doing some Eastville laps. That helps a lot. Gets you in shape. You got a tour up there and stuff, and then it's a long run down. And then we've been coaching the ski club kids. That's a lot of training too.
The Big Mountain team. It's hard to keep up with them. They're so high energy, and by 2 o'clock, you're like, okay, we have one more hour. Like, come on,
they
we
go
got
all
this.
day.
I love that we just saw that footage of them being absolutely like the epitome of extreme, and then training the ski and snowboard club kids that's the exhausting, like that's the endurance race for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on. We're so excited for both of you. Can't wait to see how the tour pans out. And if people want to learn more about like what you're doing or follow along, how can they do that?
They can follow us on Instagram. His is Jack the Cat _. Mine's Mr. Kevbot, or you can also follow like the Freeride World Tour on Instagram or Facebook.
Awesome.
They do a pretty good job with live updates and all that
Well,
good stuff.
I'm going to make you promise right now on live TV. Will you come back and tell us all about it when you get done?
Definitely.
After you're done traveling the world. And again, I mean, this is amazing. So congratulations, you both, on making the team. That's absolutely incredible. We're so proud of you. And I mean, come on, epic locals. It doesn't get any more epic than that. We're going to take a quick break, and coming up, we'll have a look at that local weather forecast.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
Let us put you in the spirits. Avon Liquor.
Hey guys, I'm looking for some amazing craft beer.
We got it!
Hi, I'm looking for the best wine selection in the Vail Valley.
That's us!
I'm looking for great customer service and an awesome rewards program.
They got it!
If you want great customer service, an amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor.
Let us put you in the spirits.
Hi, I'm Dan Talene, owner of Carrots Jewelers in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 35 years. Here at Carrots, our passion is exclusive custom jewelry, and we take pride in our one-of-a-kind designs. Carrots is a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry, accented with selected paintings, sculpture, and ceramics. For more on our custom designs, call 476-4760 or visit our website at carrotsvail.com.
First Chair is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Beaver Creek for one last shot. Thank you to Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery for being one of our sponsors today. I am getting super excited as I see all of the ski instructors and some of the first people up here on the mountain doing their first laps of the day. I'm about to take my first laps of the day, and I'm going to go down Latigo and give you guys a look at some of the best groomed runs here in the Beaver Creek area. We love it up here. The sun's out. I love it when I can get some turns and call it a work day. Just an amazing opportunity here while I've been working for Vail and with TV8. I've always loved living and working in the mountains, and this is just another example of why. Here we are about to also have Steve Lee from our local radio KZYR in the studio with Ashley. So while she's talking to Steve, I'm going to strap in my board and I'm going to just start heading down this way towards Latigo and going right by the Tombstone territory. If you can see that sign blowing in the wind, that's a fun little area. I have little kids that always love going into that Tombstone area. It's got some nice rollers and takes them through the pine trees and gives them some fun mountain adventures. Again, it's Steve Lee from KZYR with Ashley in the studio coming right up.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, outfitters of Vail Resorts professionals. Visit them in Lion's Head to get outfitted for your day on the mountain.
When the mountain tests you, trust is all you have. And trust will set you free.
Get ready for a thoroughly captivating experience. Live on stage, An American in Paris. Based on the 1951 MGM classic, with a score that is pure Gershwin, a story that is pure romance. It's an extravaganza of song and dance. Don't miss An American in Paris.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. You know, it's not often that you actually get to see the face behind the voice of KZYR. I'm here with Steve Lee. Good morning.
That's a good thing.
No,
sometimes that's a good thing.
No, it's a great
I
thing.
have a face for radio.
You do not.
Absolutely.
Steve, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't. But it
Yeah.
really, it's, I mean, what's kind of crazy, I feel like, do people, if you start talking when you're like in the line at the grocery store, are they like,
Grocery stores odd and restaurants.
so, and they're kind of like, oh, where do I know you from?
Yeah. And then people want me to say like the weather forecast or talk about Dave Matthews and
That's
say
like-
something like on the radio.
Like,
okay, it's just like it is now. But
so your standard is Dave Matthews and the weather?
I guess, yeah. They could do the weather forecast for me real quick. You probably get that, but they see you.
I get
sometimes, but you're wearing goggles all the time.
Right, yeah, no, but I get the grocery store thing where like I'll be like in the vegetable aisle and people are kind of, it's that like, why do I know you? And then they just
Do
kind
they
of
say
keep
that, or
staring.
do they just walk by?
No,
and
it's just like the lingering stare. And it's just kind of the like, and
it's
then
the paparazzi thing.
every now and then people will say something. It's
Now,
pretty
can you imagine being like Michaela Schifrin
No.
in
no.
Europe? Have you heard the latest thing they're doing?
Right? Oh my
They're
gosh.
videotaping her.
That's so crazy.
During training.
No.
No matter where she goes,
That's so
the
crazy.
European coaches are sending film crews to film Michaela. They film her ski techs. They film everything she does.
That's nuts.
Every training turn she makes, anytime she's in the gym in Europe, they are filming her.
Man, no thanks.
That's weird.
I'm good. I'm not that cool.
That's just, it's like, come on. It's like the New England Patriots. Why? Why? Really? What are you going to learn? I mean, she's the best.
Right.
And they can't take it.
Right.
So we're just going to follow her around.
Oh, that's so creepy.
It is creepy.
That's, man, I'm grateful that that's not a thing for us.
I feel bad for her.
I know, seriously, our hometown girl, man. She's just so good. And
so, it was a shock she got second in Croatia on Saturday night.
Right.
People are shocked when she gets second.
I know. How crazy is that? You're that talented that second? Really?
Second. The headline is Michaela.
Man.
What's wrong with Michaela? She was second.
I just, you know what I love so much though is about with our community, and every time that she comes home and seeing the signs everywhere, welcome back to Michaela, and you know, I love that. Hopefully, this is a nice, safe space for her. You know.
I would hope.
Yeah.
But you're in here with these big mountain guys today.
I know. You see, we have some of the coolest locals on the planet.
Yeah.
And I mean, you get to talk to them all the time too with KZYR.
Yeah.
And talk about too, really quickly, I was doing some shopping on your website, and you have some awesome local deals.
We have great true local deals.
Yeah.
They're for local merchants. New stuff being added every week. You go to kzyr.com, then click on True Local Deals. You can always save at least 20%.
So nice.
Everything, like Switch Mobile Tires, we have those guys on now, and I think you can save 25% on that, and that's
a lot of savings.
It's a lot of savings. They'll come and change your tires out, do whatever you need. Van just shows up and does it. It's like having a pit crew. You don't have to go to the tire store. They come to you and change that for you. That's available on there. Left bank, physical therapy. It runs the gamut.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Lots of savings.
And the website is what?
It's kzyr.com.
Perfect.
Zephyr, KZYR.
Awesome.
ZYR, and then True Local Deals.
And so what do you have going on this week, our first full week of January?
We have a bunch of new stuff on True Local Deals. We're starting off the new year with a bunch of new deals.
Awesome.
So, like a lot of places, you know, we're having our Christmas specials and our holiday specials, and now it's back to regular retail.
Right.
We're rolling out more deals.
You're different. You're like,
we're different.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then you still have your football pools going on?
Football regular season's over.
So it doesn't go into the...
No, our next little pool will be March Madness.
Okay, got it.
So
you can tell how much
you got to start watching college basketball.
Okay.
Again, Colorado, CU, we have a pretty good basketball team.
Yeah, that's right.
Top 10 in the country.
You know, I'm a Florida Gator, and
sorry.
No, Steve, they're the best. Anyway, the only time I've ever bet on anything in my life was on the Final Four. I was in Vegas for a friend's bachelorette party, and we all pooled our money together. We bet on the Gators. They won, and then we ended up paying for the next bachelorette party from our winning.
Seriously?
Yeah, thanks, Gators.
Oh, wow.
March Madness.
And you declared that on your taxes too, didn't you? All of you?
I never. No, I don't know what you're talking about. What? Of course we did, Steve.
Ooh.
Of course, yeah. What? Okay, kzyr.com.
Check it out online.
For coming in.
Absolutely.
And again, kzyr.com. Get those great local deals. Coming up, we're going to be closing out our Monday edition of Good Morning Vail.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
See you around, little man.
Yeah, you'll see me.
Well, that's a wrap for us today. Thank you all for joining us at Good Morning Vail, and tune in tomorrow where we're just going to keep bringing you more fun stuff from the mountain and more Good Morning Vail. I'm going to make some turns down Latigo now.